What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, real quick before we dive into today's video, and only because some of you asked via DM or in the comments about the watch parties for What If Season 2, we were going to start them up again until I found out they were dropping episodes at 3 in the morning. And guys, staying up till 4 or 5 a.m. on the East Coast to host those parties absolutely wrecks my sleep schedule. It took me months to recover from Secret Invasion, and for an animated series where really maybe the stakes aren't quite as high as a live action show, I'm just going to go ahead and maybe do one for the finale if we can swing it, and or I'll break down some Easter egg videos because there actually have been a couple details embedded in here that I think relate to Avengers Secret Wars. Speaking of which, and in the wake of Jonathan Majors' removal as Kang, industry insiders continue to offer up conflicting reports about what Marvel Studios is going to do at the end of the Multiverse saga and the villain for Avengers 6. But in the meantime, and one of the very few things that we do know, is that Avengers 5 is no longer Kang Dynasty, simply the untitled Avengers 5, which now opens Marvel Studios to explore a myriad of different storylines as they head into Avengers Secret Wars. Today we've got a brand new industry insider update via an editorial report that talks about just that and actually name drops Avengers versus X-Men as one of those possibilities. We're going to break it all down, what it exactly says and what that might look like as we head into Avengers 5. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. In fact, we are just days away from the next one when we announce a new winner with the What If finale, and then 1 week after that for when Echo drops on Disney Plus on January 10th. Again, all you got to do to be entered to win: be a sub, leave a comment if you want, stick around to the end of the video, we get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this latest update actually came from the Cosmic Circus in one of their most recent exclusives where they talked about a ton of different story arcs for upcoming Marvel threads in phases 5, 6, and 7. And towards the end of the article, they confirmed that Marvel Studios has been heavily considering involving the mutants, maybe more than were initially anticipated with some of our industry insider reports. This is what they go on to say exactly, quote, "We can confirm from our sources that there have been discussions about mutants having a more pronounced role in the upcoming phase of the Multiverse saga than initially anticipated. This is in hopes of establishing mutants in a more meaningful way on Earth 616 before the conclusion of the Multiverse saga. Some ideas include a mutant series on Disney Plus, focusing on individual stories for several different mutants, and we have a separate video talking about exactly which mutants they may be, or an X-Men film under the Marvel Studios brand down the road prior to Avengers Secret Wars." And quick caveat here, every time I say Avengers Secret Wars isn't coming out before 2030, with every new report that we get about films and projects they want to work in before the end of the Multiverse saga, I think that becomes more and more likely the case. We'll wait till San Diego Comic-Con this year, but I'm calling it now, Avengers Secret Wars 2030. They conclude this segment of the report, though, by saying this, quote, "According to one source, another idea that's been tossed around involves an Avengers vs. X-Men film set between the members of the 616 Avengers and the X-Men." Now, I actually love this from the standpoint of taking a different approach to the storyline in Avengers 5, and pitting hero on hero is something that Marvel has done since day one in homage to the fandom in the comics. We always wanted to know who would beat who, and since the beginning of the Infinity Saga, the MCU has taken every opportunity that they can to show it on the silver screen, even if it means just for a short scuffle. Now, that being said, and by all reports, the X-Men are going to make their way into the 616, and you will imagine this is going to happen on a couple of fronts. It may be the only plot vehicle, though, to actually add some actual gravity and stakes to them joining forces and fighting against the eventual villain of Secret Wars. And let me explain. Keep in mind, we actually know the X-Men members, both who they are and what their backstory is, a lot better than we would know who the Avengers are. I bet if I asked you guys down in the comments to tell me at least the first 5 members that for sure will be on the Avengers 5 squad, we would all have different lists. They really haven't made it exactly clear who and what that team is going to look like. You might as well have them fight each other, loosely draw from the 2015 Jonathan Hickman run when the last incursion pitted the last 2 universes against each other. I think that would obviously be the universe we last saw Monica Rambeau in during the end of the Marvels. You can adjust whatever X-Men you need there to join up with what's left over from Deadpool's X-Men so you don't overlap characters, and also use whatever's left of that universe to introduce alternate versions of characters, say like an Iron Man, etc., that you don't have in your current MCU. MCU. It can fill every single hole you need for both teams, have them fight each other in a battle world scenario in Avengers 5. That way there's some actual stakes there between the characters. They will have fought each other. They will know what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, what their power sets are. They'll actually be galvanized as a team, and then see them all go forward in Avengers Secret Wars. Now, of course, this all sounds great in theory, but here's the real thing. Can we just go ahead and admit that the current iteration of the X-Men, given some of the members we know and some of the other members we can safely assume will show up, say that maybe have teased they're showing up in Deadpool 3 like Storm, versus whatever current iteration of the Avengers that you would put down, can we all admit that the X-Men would absolutely wipe the floor with them? Look, I'm not saying that there isn't an iteration of the cinematic Avengers that could win. Maybe if you had Cap with Mjolnir, Thor at his top form, Scarlet Witch, some of these others, but they don't have that anymore. You've got Captain America, Falcon, maybe She-Hulk, Shuri is Black Panther. The strongest among them would obviously be Peter Parker Spider-Man. That's if he's on the team. Rhodey as War Machine. I just don't see them beating the X-Men, who have members like Beast and Jean Grey, Wolverine, Professor X, Cyclops. Yeah, Avengers are getting clapped. That is the easiest bet of all time. I wouldn't even take the Avengers plus 1200 and that bet. You guys let me know, though, a couple things down in the comments. A, if you agree with me that the likely version of the X-Men absolutely wiped the floor with the likely version of our next Avengers. That's number one. And number two, who you got on that Avengers squad? Because I think I bring up a good point right now. Nobody knows. They should at least take one film to put them together. Captain America 4, Brave New World, maybe? Probably not. Okay, you guys let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. It's not even close. The X-Men destroy our Avengers, and it's not even close. Okay, quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. In fact, one is right around the corner for What If's finale in just a couple of days. I'll probably do an Easter egg video, like I said, for that, but whatever the next video to come out after the finale goes live, we'll announce the winner of that PlayStation. Then there'll be another PlayStation giveaway about a week and a half after that on January 10th when Echo drops. If you want to be entered to win for any of the future giveaways at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, under the name AllFires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.